All right, so what are you watching? Video with the obvious BBL?
The girl working on her butt.
Yeah, showing how to get a butt like that.
Yeah.
I think our viewers will get to see that. What do you think? Looks natural, huh?
Yeah, supernatural.
Did she make her head and just put 2 of them in her ass?
I don't know. I wish at the
She was legit able to fit peach emojis into her pants.
dude, like when I was in training in New York, like people used to come in and we had a huge Dominican crowd and they used to want to be able to hold a cup on their butt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
There
a
used
thing.
to be a cup holder.
It's called
Yeah.
the shelf.
It used to be the
Yeah.
shelf.
That's hilarious.
I mean, why do you have to wait for it on your airplane?
Yeah.
And you can't use it. Like, if you have it on your behind, you can use it whenever.
Do you have to buy an extra seat? Like, can you even
no,
sit comfortably with that?
I don't know, actually. I haven't thought about it.
What if you
I'll
have
get my
if you have like this seat? Well, it's a little longer, but if you have a shorter seat, like, you know,
what are you going to do
would you
with
fall
a cup
off?
on your backside?
I don't know.
It's helpful if you're a mom.
True. You can. We can just do a procedure.
Here you go, honey.
If we could
this
just
up.
do a procedure
this
to
up,
install
honey.
cup holders and bottle holders,
Yeah,
or like a one of those Batman belts for a mom, like just.
well, you know, they have
and-
those belts that you wear on the side, but you could carry your kid on your back instead of on your side with that cushion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
don't know
it's
that.
a little stand on the side where
Didn't exist
really?
when I had my kid.
carry your infant.
I don't know. I truly love a nice butt, even if it's worked on.
Yeah.
If it's proportionally good on the body with like good proportions,
Yeah,
it's great. When it's like just it
overdone.
I don't know if it's just me because I'm a plastic surgeon. You should tell me because you're an eye doctor.
Yeah.
Like maybe
No, it does not look good.
do you ever do that?
Like,
does
oh,
this
yeah.
look better or this? Right or left? Right or left?
Maybe when you're checking eyesight, you should see which butt they look.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
This or
Is this
that?
bigger or this
or that? You can do that.
Yeah. I usually, that's what I do in my exam.
That can actually define.
But
your
in this
practice.
video, like, I wish you could see the girl's tummy so you could kind of tell, but she's like pretty covered up in the beginning of the video. But her legs are a little thicker, so you're like, yeah, she probably had a BBL. But like, when she's working out, it almost seems like she has cushions in her pants.
I couldn't tell. I was just like, okay, this looks kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I personally am a more butts than boobs.
Yeah, I am the
guy.
same way. Yeah.
It's like,
Although I do more boobs than butts.
I know, I do too.
In New York, I did more butts than boobs.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Because I personally, because I'm a butt guy,
New York was more butts because there's more Latinos.
Yeah.
Right? Or
Yeah.
Latinas.
not just Dominicans, but Puerto
Latinos.
Ricans.
Puerto Ricans. Yeah, it was New York. You had
You got
everything.
guys getting BBLs done?
Oh yeah. Have you
Well,
done any?
nowadays,
I haven't, but have you?
nowadays you get it. I had one person come.
Oh,
in
I had
for
a
it.
guy that got
Yeah.
glute implants.
Yeah.
I don't do butt implants.
Yeah.
But came in. It's just like, okay, that looks a bit like cartoonish.
Yeah.
But if that's what you wanted, you're happy with the way it looks, it's fine.
But nowadays people are going for more the natural look than the.
That's with every procedure, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's switched
so
to-
the thing I always say, like for me,
Yeah.
when people ask, I'm always butt over boobs.
Yeah.
Almost like, here you go. I'm just gonna be a full-fledged asshole. It's like a luxury car. You get a leather seat before you get a heated seat. Nobody has a heated fabric seat. You might have a heated leather seat. So the leather seat, the core thing is the butt. The cherry on top is having that heated option.
Yeah. Okay. I don't get that. I'm lost in that one.
Oh,
But-
speaking about cars, I actually have a
Speaking
good question
about
that's
cars, yeah.
unrelated to this that I need
Okay.
personal advice.
Can we do fat injections into your car?
Luxury
Into
cars.
his tires.
That my wife just got a car. So, which car should I get rid of? Volkswagen Tiguan, 2022, 45,000 miles, or Tesla 2020 Model 3. That one's black on black.
You should get rid of both and get a Lamborghini Urus.
We got to sell one.
Yeah, call it a midlife crisis.
Yeah. If you want the plastic surgery standpoint, like, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You got to look successful these days. It's good for your Instagram. You might get more patients. You're like, I'm not making money because I'm driving
Just do a
Tesla.
few videos
I'll take
jumping
my
out of
wife's.
the car.
I'll take Nez's car then.
Sorry
I'll
for
take
that
her Porsche Cayenne.
misinformation.
I'll take her Cayenne.
But the thing is, you got to sit on in the back seat with like a laptop and make it seem like someone's chauffeuring you around. So it makes you even more successful.
I'll wear a fake mustache.
I like.
Don't waste time driving.
I
Do
like
your work
looking
while someone's
successful.
driving you. Yeah.
That's the point of my life.
Yeah, it's all about image of success. Sell both.
Yeah.
Sell the house.
So Tyler had a good question. He's like, you go to the gym nowadays, like everyone's got a butt, and like we were talking about it. I'm like, yeah, they just make better shapewear these days, and like
They do, but I think a lot of people actually see the benefits from like squats and those, I don't know, the humpers, hip thrusts, what are they called?
Yeah.
Bridges. Like you see people putting like crazy weight and like just humping the air. It's like, that looks like a crazy exercise, but that actually does help the glutes.
Yeah, it hurts the pelvis though.
Yeah. But I'm just like, every time I see, I'm just like, I know I look like a creep, but I take a couple seconds to be like, are they really going to hump that much weight into the air? Like, this is nuts. Like, I just want to see that done. Like, and I'm willing to look like a creep to watch this.
Do you think Lululemon supports the hip thrust?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. They support.
They wouldn't
anything.
be selling their product if that wasn't
I mean, come on, they had a lawsuit because they were on their way to making transparent yoga pants. Like,
what was it?
Their yoga pants were technically see-through.
They're not see-through? I think they are.
No, there was one line, I think about 10 years ago, where it was just like, okay, why are you wearing pants? Like, the only reason you wear these pants is to look like you're not wearing pants in certain positions. But they like, people are complaining like, oh, people see my ass.
Yeah.
Like, so you guys didn't hear about this?
No.
It was a nationwide scandal.
Nowadays, it's become.
I guess I'm
nationwide
more of a butt guy than you guys. That's why I had that car analogy. Like,
nowadays, it's become so common. Everyone like wears that stuff. You're like, all right, and like I'm like, your boyfriend's right there. Do you really need to?
Please do it flesh tone.
And yeah.
Customized flesh tone Lululemon.
I wonder what
next step.
I wonder what the Ayatollahs would think if they walked around Lululemon. They should make an Ayatollah line for Lululemon.
Yeah, that would be a bed sheet. Not form fitting.
How about tight spandex for their beards?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're careless with their beards. They're not like the Sikhs.
Yeah.
Sikhs like braid them and tie them down.
So like since we were talking about BBLs, like who's a good candidate for BBL?
Anybody with a flat butt.
Yeah.
Some people call it the banana butt. Some people call it the long back. Like the back just extends beyond the buttock.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
So if you have fat somewhere and you can move it somewhere else, like it, there you go, easy peasy.
Yeah.
What does BBL stand for?
Brazilian butt lift.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the Brazilian eyebrow lift?
No.
No, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I believe it does, and probably just
No,
like Fox
I could have
Eyes or
told
something.
you a story of how it does exist. We put butt cheeks on people's foreheads, and that just elevates because of all the volume. It elevates there.
So what do you guys do surgically?
You just do liposuction,
Yeah.
get that fat, and inject it in the buttocks.
Yeah.
So from the abdomen, and you just put fat in the
Belly,
Fat
thighs.
The thing is, a lot of it's the liposuction artistry that you have.
Yeah,
Yep.
getting
Because
the right
like
contour and
because
everything.
like my breast recon patients, I lipo 'em with the same techniques I use for BBLs and stuff. And a lot of the ladies come out, they're like, my friends think I had my butt done. What the hell did you do? You know? And it's
Rue's
just
response,
from the,
you're welcome.
yeah, exactly. They're like,
No,
I'm sending my friends. I'm like, yeah, that's
So you lipo everywhere, wherever like their problem areas are. So like you make that look better. Make
you go
that
by
to
the
their
anatomy.
liking. Yeah. And a key part is lipoing the lower back, and the back itself gives such a better emphasis on the buttocks. That's why I like with our tummy tucks, almost all our tummy tucks, we do 360 lipo, because even if they don't get a BBL, you shrink down the back, it gives a better emphasis on the buttocks. So
what does 360 lipo mean?
All the way around, like Jason Kidd
like a
once
rotisserie.
said,
We put
we're
them on
going
a
to turn this
rotisserie.
team
All the way around right here, right?
Yeah, we're going to turn this team around 360 degrees. But I want to come up with, I'm going to trademark this. Don't steal this from me. I'm going to start selling 720 lipo. I'm going to lipo them on their back, their stomach, and then turn them back around to their back and then to their stomach again. Be like, dude, nobody else does this. 720 lipo.
And then I'll do 1080. I'll go
1080,
I'll go full Tony Hawk on you.
1080.
Even though I don't do it, but yeah.
That was a great game. 1080 snowboarding.
Snowboarding, yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
And that was like an Unreal video game where the characters go up and do what, 1, 2, 3 spins.
Yeah.
That's a 1080.
Yeah.
And then within like 3 years, you just have Shaun White doing 1080s on like repeat jumps. Like, okay, that wasn't so far fetched.
Yeah, so
1080 lipo. Let's go.
Yeah, so with the talking about BBL, like last week I had 3 consults in one day. Everyone came in, they're like, I just want lipo. I'm like, well, like not everyone's suited for lipo.
Fat out?
Yeah. So no, it's not even that. I'm like, all these girls had been pregnant. They're done having kids. But like, you got to have good skin quality to be able to get BBL. You can't just
quality.
Lipo. People get scared of the incision. I'm like, well, it's either the incision or like just emptying out and the fat from your lower abdomen and then having hanging skin. It's not going to give you the look that you want. Where we can hide those incisions under bikini lines, and like over time, that stuff, over a year or so, that scar fades, if it's done appropriately.
But they have to be willing to accept the scar. There's a scar. You're not a fetus.
But like we can't get rid of their stretch marks. People think like, with liposuction, if you have stretch marks on your abdomen and that skin doesn't bounce back, it's, liposuction's not going to work. Yep. And even the skin tightening techniques we have, like the radio frequencies, those aren't
even
going to
the best
tighten up
stuff
the
on
skin.
the market is not going to get rid of stretch marks.
No. That skin's broken, so you really can't like take that away, so
stretch marks are a forever thing, basically.
Yeah, unless you cut them out. If they're in a portion, like if they're lower belly where you cut out that tissue for like a tummy tuck, that's easy care. Okay. I think you can be pretty preventive with stretch marks. I don't know, like, because like stuff like olive oil, like cocoa butter, just taking care of your skin, not gaining too much weight with pregnancy. For certain people, there's certain people I think they're just genetics leads to weak bonds within their like collagen and elastin in their skin.
And also how much weight and stuff you gain, and and some people aren't in control of that. So
I've seen some people with poor skin quality go through pregnancy and not come out with stretch marks because of the oils, cocoa butter. I don't think there's any studies out there, but like just lather yourself up during pregnancy.
But a lot of times they need muscle repair too.
That's not gonna get fixed. I'm just talking strictly about stretch marks. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. Like the more whether you're going to get surgery after childbirth, like the better skincare, like the better your outcomes will be.
Yeah. I was listening to some lectures, and they were talking about people that are on Ozempic or weight loss, and they're going into surgery. Like, what are you recommending, like pre and post op surgery, doing with the Ozempic? They were talking about complication rates and stuff.
Ideally, stop 2 weeks beforehand and start 4 weeks after. There's no science behind what I recommend, but that's because I feel like at the 2 weeks should be good enough where like I know they say for surgery 1 week for aspiration risk.
Yeah.
That's if they regurgitate food into their lungs and have complications from being intubated.
Yeah.
So I just like to do 2 weeks, and I also like to have patients on high protein supplements that time. And for 4 weeks after, because I don't want to suppress their food intake, so they can promote that healing.
But do you think it's dose dependent? So like I go a different way. So I usually say 1 week beforehand, and then I almost start them immediately afterwards. But I think, I got to look at patients.
Do you pour any of the Ozempic on the wounds?
Yeah, it works great. And like, I think like it's okay. Usually I start it a week after, but I think if they're on low dose, that's actually, and there's some parts of it with diabetics saying like, you almost don't want to stop them.
Oh, well, yeah, with diabetics,
because their sugar's going to be much better controlled with it.
Yeah, worse controlled sugars, diabetics, I shorten that.
They were saying there's a study that says higher complication rates with people on Ozempic. Like going
but again,
through surgery.
dose dependent and timing.
Yeah.
Like, yes, of course, there will be. And again, one of the biggest correlating factors to healing is nutrition.
Yeah.
And if you're suppressing your need to eat.
Yeah.
And so 2 ways. But the way I think about it, 2 ways. You're either suppressing the need to eat.
Yeah.
So like with Ozempic use right away.
Yeah.
You're resulting in worse nutrition.
Yeah.
Or if you're diabetic, you're already more prone to have those complications anyways. Yeah. So it kind of confounds the...
Well, I don't think... I think I got to look at the study. I think the diabetics were out of the... I don't think they were used. It was more...
Dude, this is a podcast. You do not need to say, I need to look at the study. You have an opinion about it and just yell it.
Yeah. But I think one of the main things that you got to look at is like how
Ozempic gave me autism.
How they controlled
at the age of 43.
How they controlled the patient's diet, whether
this could be the clip that goes viral. He's gonna be known. The guy he linked Ozempic
if you've
to
gotten
autism.
a vaccine and you're on Ozempic, you
got long COVID. Don't get more vaccine.
Sorry, I cut you off.
But like I just think they probably didn't control for the diet, like people on Ozempic, like if you're not going to control on the diet, they already have a poor diet and they continue to take it and they're still eating McDonald's after surgery, like, they're going to
But there are studies that show that people in general on the GLPs end up eating healthier. So if they're consuming like 20% of the calories, those calories are way healthier. They're more likely to go eat cucumbers than potato chips.
Yeah, and I wonder like BMI selection too, in the study, like whether, they looked at,
it's a multivariate approach. They do
let's look it up.
They do the multivariate approach, but there's still like stuff they either can't measure or didn't measure. Like any study can get ripped apart.
Yeah.
I'll be glad to do it.
Why aren't people losing weight?
Why are people fat? He's
asking. Why are people
eating
fat?
Sugar?
Dude, my favorite is listening to
eating crap.
No, the best takes were about 6 to 12 months ago, watching like CNBC and listening to investment like advice, because that's when like it really tells you they have no idea what the hell is going on. Because it made sense at the time. They're like, oh, this is going to change everything, and stock prices for like McDonald's and Coca-Cola are coming down because the stock prices of the GLP-1 drug manufacturers are going up. Then it's like, you know what? Like, people are just not going to want to do this. People like to eat. They like to consume this stuff. Like, and they don't want to, like, some people feel like they need to do it, but it's not as revolutionary as everybody made it out to be about 12 to 18 months ago. Because they were just like, oh, it's going to change people's habits. Like McDonald's, like margins are going to decrease. Like, go buy cucumber stocks. I don't know. It's like, but in the real run, like in the real world, like how many people get on it and just stop at what's it, 50 to 70%?
Oh,
of GLP-1.
Yeah.
Just stop, because they're like, I didn't like it. Man, I don't know. I'm cool with this weight. The same thing with like weight loss surgery, like gastric bypass.
But are they happy because they lose a certain amount of weight and then they
not
think
necessarily.
That
sometimes they also become uncomfortable with the excess skin. They just don't know what to do.
Yeah, but a lot of people, people quit within 3 months.
But like the excess skin patients,
results.
only like 20 or 30% of like massive weight loss patients actually get surgery on their excess skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very low.
So the problem with massive
weight
because being able to afford, you also got to look at
being
patient demographics on who gets massive weight loss surgery. It's not the higher socioeconomic class.
Yeah, of course.
So. And weight loss surgery has greater than 33% failure rate. Like, people eat their way out of a gastric bypass
after that,
or a gastric sleeve.
So I looked it up.
Failure rate 33.
Over 33%.
Yeah,
I think that's a conservative measure.
So compared with non-GLP-1 controls, GLP-1 users have similar postoperative outcomes following body contouring surgery. Wound dehiscence is more prevalent among patients taking GLP-1s for diabetes compared with weight loss.
Okay.
So
it's probably the diabetes and then then he gets a random story.
But no, they were talking about it at the aesthetics meeting. It was like a video recorded spring meeting that I went through, and like they were talking, like they made it seem like it's.
But if you got diabetes and the appropriate amount of money, I'm willing to do the surgery.
Yeah.
And the revision.
Do it in a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah. It's. I don't think no matter what happens until like everybody's like food habits and the industrial complex changes in how they provide and promote certain foods, where you're actually going to see a decrease. Because by now, if it's like this many years into GLP, like by next year or in 2 years, you're finally going to see like the obesity rates stabilize or decrease. Because every time they put those stats out, it's like, 33% of the U.S. is obese. Next year, 32% is obese.
Yeah, so it hasn't really changed.
But people can eat their way through anything.
Yeah.
That's why, like, underground rails, I want
I mean, I think that the difficult part is obviously staying committed to anything for a long period of time, no matter what. You know, you wake up and you say you want to do GLP-1s, and you do it for even, say, a year, but then after a year, you're done doing it.
Yeah, like I said, most dropout is within 3 months before you see any results.
Yeah,
because people don't feel good on them sometimes.
Yeah.
You're not,
and you don't want to ride out the side effects.
Especially with
not like Ruse. Ruse went to max dose day 1, puking his guts out, and just continued that shit.
The thing is, especially
he looked
with
like garbage. It was like they told me to titrate up.
And Mom's just
I think one of the biggest.
What's he put in his body? He's making himself sick. What's going on?
I think one of the biggest issues is like with telemedicine and like everyone just ordering it for patients without having a good walkthrough of why they should take
like
it.
Just some random dose.
I had a patient today. She's like, someone gave it to me because I have Hashimoto's. And she's like, but I haven't decided to take it yet. And she came in for like a tummy tuck, and she was
12
tiny
months
lady.
later, it's been sitting in my fridge, so I just started taking it.
She's like, should I start taking it before I have a tummy tuck or not? I'm like, it's up to you. It's like, what goal weight do you want to reach?
Yep.
How far away are you from it? I'm like, it's good long term. And I started describing like what it's good for, and she's like, oh, I never knew any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to explain why like something like this is good for patients, and not just hand it to them for weight loss.
It regulates their thyroid hormone too, right?
Yeah, it's anti-inflammatory. It's just
better
cardioprotective, good for your kidneys, heart, everything, and also for your brain overall. So
better body balance. That's how I just describe it. It sets you on a way better path. So even if it's just weight loss, just having that weight loss. That's why I like a lot of specialties. Like you go for a spine problem, you need knee replacements. The first thing they tell you is weight loss. Yeah. And because it takes care of a lot of little things that you actually probably won't need surgery for.
So one of the craziest things I just looked up was, Europe versus United States food chemical bans. So European Unions, over 1,300 food additives and chemicals are banned or strictly regulated. 1,300. United States, FDA, 11 foods, approximately 11 foods, additives are explicitly banned.
That's right. I'm never going to the EU. Overall. I want my freedom. Don't tell me what not to eat.
I want my Kraft mac and cheese sauce.
Look at these chemicals.
Kraft mac and cheese sauce is definitely the best thing for you, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Kraft is better than Velveeta.
Just put some Cheetos in there.
Nacho cheese isn't technically a cheese.
It tastes so good, though.
Dude, nacho cheese is not technically a cheese. Like, that's where we've gotten to. Lucky Charms, you got your...
What is nacho cheese made out of?
I don't know. It's definitely not out of milk, clearly.
They better keep Cheese Whiz, or those
especially
Philly
if it comes out of the squeeze bottle, right?
The Philly cheesesteaks are out if the Cheese Whiz goes.
Oh,
guys.
yeah. What was that one?
What are you going to do?
Oh, this is another. There are over 10,000 chemicals and additives currently allowed in the U.S. food supply, drugs, coloring, packaging agents, and more under FDA regulations, many of which haven't been reevaluated in decades. Great.
So what are you guys doing
with
surgically?
Your green slippers and blue scrubs, you look like a cereal
in
Europe,
additive. European Union restricts this to around 400 permitted additives. So the U.S. list is more than 25 times larger.
The one thing I will say is how you're going to keep that list up. There's so many different molecules to be able to have an agency to list all those molecules.
But what's scary is what's allowed to be, what you can list your food as organic. It's FDA says as long as it's organic, this percentage, or even grass fed, you're thinking you're getting these grass fed milk and
but they're still allowed 1% rat ass in there.
Yeah. Grass fed just means if they ate grass at any point in their life. Yeah. So they could feed them oats and grains and stuff. And
antibiotics.
Yeah. And because there was
antibiotics.
There was a video on grass fed versus grass finished because of the Liver King guy. His protein says Swedish grass-fed, grass-finished. And I'm like, what the fuck is grass-finished? I hadn't heard of that.
Grass all the way through?
But it's grass all the way through, where with grass-fed, it's any time in their life. And
grass-finished.
The last 6 months of their last 6 months of their life.
Sprinkle that on there.
Yeah, last 6 months of their life, they're fed grains and stuff to beef them up. So...
Is there anything grass finished? I haven't seen any product.
I haven't seen grass finished, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be marketed pretty big pretty soon.
I want to start my own thing, grass all the way through.
Yeah.
It's God, they just finish with grass.
Yeah.
Bunch of lazy
grass diarrhea.
Just sprinkle grass on them right when they kill them.
Yeah.
They murder your animals. We take it easy.
But actually, like, the other thing is, like, you know, I was like, why do you need halal, like, this and that? But actually, like, when you think about it, like, halal meats and stuff is actually pretty good because, you know, they cut the necks and they drain out the blood from the animal, so all the blood's drained out instead of, like, shooting them in the head or however they
get rid of
them,
all the toxins.
They keep all that blood in them, and, like, it gets contracted, so they have all the toxins still in them. They're not drained. So when you're eating halal or kosher, that's gonna help with, like, getting rid of a lot of the
controversial take. I've had more Arabic restaurant halal meat than Persian halal meat.
Yeah,
but I do find the Arabs dry out the meat way more.
Do you think it's that, or the Persians just toss meat tenderizer? I think the Persians just put so much meat tenderizer on all their meats.
It's just like, and then you bite a falafel. I don't know about you guys. I freaking hate falafels.
Oh, I always
there's
some good falafels, but you got to make sure you have, like, a good water.
Dude, I tasted paste when we first moved to the U.S. in the second grade.
Yeah,
put it in my mouth, and every time I eat falafel, I have that same sensation of eating freaking paste. Like, why did I do that?
You usually can't eat more than one or half of one.
Yeah.
I always get tempted.
Rhode Island,
like,
the place East Side Pockets in Rhode Island used to have good falafel.
No, you know where had the best falafels I've ever tasted? It's a hookah shop in Old Town Scottsdale. That was next to W. That place.
Really?
The guy's like, the owner, he's like, it's my mom's old recipe, and his falafel was beyond the best falafel ever.
Falafel. That's why.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They should be called full awfuls.
Yeah. The thing is, making them with a recipe versus, like, getting the Costco restaurant brand and just frying it. Putting it in
Costco has falafels now. Hot dogs.
They probably
slices
I'm
of
sure
falafel.
they have everything.
They don't. Yeah, they probably have falafel
At the outside grill, you can, like, walk up to. Like, I'll take two $1 hot dogs.
I take a year off my life every time I have a Costco hot dog, but man, they taste good.
Yeah, that's why gyros are called gyros. It's all majority are made with, like, frozen, supposedly lamb meat. So it takes a year off your life.
They just, like, put the whole lamb and it grinds it and it comes out.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, we worked at concession stands.
Yeah.
It was just like slabs of, like, frozen, like, lamb strips you throw onto the grill and you just watch it sizzle for a little bit.
It says added lamb flavoring. I'm like, I don't want that lamb flavoring. Fuck, take that out.
Why do you have to add lamb flavoring to lamb? Shouldn't this taste like lamb? Another illegal ingredient.
Adding the gaminess to
the lamb
European Union.
Yeah.
What do you guys do surgically for these massive skin weight loss people?
We cut the excess skin off and close it. Okay, that's the clip.
Is that it? Really? Is there any, like...
No, it's almost like, magic moves. Like, you're cutting them with the saw in half and sewing them back together. That's pretty much what it ends up being. You're like,
how do you measure it out?
You pull it.
You just pull it and measure, make up markings.
Yeah, you make your markings, and
you don't want to go too tight, because then you're going to increase the amount of tension on there, but you also don't want to remove too little. So you gain a little more with, like, experience, but it's literally like retracting, aka pulling.
Yeah.
And making the markings.
And the best results are if their BMI is less than 35 or 33. You want them at their goal weight. You want them at that goal weight for, like, 6 months or so before operating on them, because you don't want them malnourished. Otherwise, like, you're not going to get great results. And it becomes like art kind of, because you could, like, some of the stuff, like the tummy and stuff, you get the basics, but with some of these patients, you almost you got to think differently, because some of the rolls, some people, like, when they're obese, they have like 8-10 rolls, and you're like, there's
Which
no
ones
way
am I
of you
gonna
retracting down.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to make an upper incision, a
But
lower
the
incision.
rolls are because of the attachments
Yeah.
from the skin to the deep
Yeah.
fascia. So you have to like kind of either eliminate those from underneath, like dissect up that far, or just live with some of it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's the same thing you do with the eyelids. It's just bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do for your
No, I
eyelids?
know.
Oh yeah, you pull
just
it down.
I mean,
Different
markings
ellipses.
are the most important part
Remove
of
all the different ellipses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think marking and
like
pre-op
even for
stuff.
with the chest, especially for guys, it's you have to become a little more creative with what you do, because it's not, for the females you do your lift and then you do the bra line in the back, and it's more
also
of a line.
having do two
but
different types
for the
of
guys,
planes.
you almost have to take like a pyramid off to kind of decrease that central portion instead of going through the back. And different people carry their weight different. They have excess skin in different locations, so you got to kind of, and we mark the patients, and then once they're asleep, we take them and we preemptively like staple everything and see whether things come together and what it's going to look like before like actually doing the procedure.
What do you do? I'm kidding.
Not much. That's
He pulls hard enough on the lower eyelid that the skin just comes up. And
It's like, okay, natural and Nancy Pelosi, natural Nancy, natural. And then
you know how many people they always ask? They're like, it's always Nancy
can
Pelosi.
I look like Nancy
Well,
Pelosi?
It's always Pelosi, or who else do they tell me about? Oh yeah, I mean you guys get it.
Have I said it on this pod, but Nancy Pelosi looks like she's perpetually seen a Jack in the Box pop out for like the last 25 years. Like, you got me again. But like, it just never stops.
When her husband like gets caught with like naked with a guy running around with a hammer.
Holding hands.
Well, she
What
probably
happened?
sees that every day.
And the cops are like,
I'm
that's
so
an
lost.
awkward...
He just got caught once.
The hammer is one of the most crazy sex tools.
Dude, there was
ever
a guy running around the house attacking him with a hammer. They were both
Dude,
naked, right?
Were
they both
so
naked?
Awkward.
Were they both naked, or was
that
it
was
just
so
a husband?
awkward.
When did this happen?
This is like a
2
year
years
ago.
ago,
2
yeah.
years ago.
I'm so
Come
lost.
on, dude.
Yeah.
Open your eyes. You're an eye doctor.
I think Nancy Pelosi's favoritism died out after that. She had to go into hiding because it was
Dude,
it just really good.
It was pretty poor before then.
Yeah. She was never like, but I think that like went down the drain ultra fast.
I don't know. She's just got to start a hedge fund.
Yeah.
I would invest in it. It's just regular year over year, 80% returns. Like, you invest in that for like 3 years, you never have to work again.
It's like, oh, I'm so good at the stock market.
I'm on the Pelosi index.
Yeah.
How about deporting all these Mexicans? I'm kidding. I love Mexicans, especially the ones that come and sign up for surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
They're always great.
You know what? Just follow my Instagram feed, and you'll know
get
how much.
off the Mexican
majority of my videos are all like, my algorithms are pretty much right now just feed me Mexican memes. Like the last one was like the Rage Against the Machine played with the slicking mariachi style. It's just nonstop, and then like German sends me more.
German sends us. Yeah, German just totally.
And I can't help it. I'm like, don't do it. Yeah. Oh, crap. I watched the video to the whole length. Yeah. I know I'm going to get some more. And then you click onto the next. And I hit like too. And I'm like, no, why did I just hit like?
And you go to the next reel. It's another Mexican reel. And you're like, oh, man, it just continues.
And I mean, my favorite meme is Mexican word of the day. That's like my favorite.
That's old now.
I know, but it's still awesome. Like Mexican word of the day, juicy. Tell me if you see the cops.
Which ones are there for namaste?
It's just great.
Namaste's got to have like 100 of them. I personally like, there was this wedding going on and this mariachi band and like getting drawn by a trailer, and this fight breaks out and the bride's like getting in the middle of it. and the mariachi band just starts playing the theme song for Rocky, and they all get in it. I was like, it's so good. I was just like, why have I watched this like 25 times? Like now I went to bed at a good time, being age proof. But except I watched that one clip like to the point where Sarah got up and was like, "Can you shut that off?" It's like da-da-da, da-da-da, and then,
so all the people making fun of Persian like parents and stuff that they do. Do you think anyone else gets that?
nobody. No way.
Absolutely
No way.
Gets that,
all
right?
I've figured out all of the. There's a lot of comedians that make it big in their own genre or their ethnicity. You've seen it with like Indian comedians.
Yeah.
And like I know enough Indian people to find that stuff funny.
Yeah.
But like it's so niche. There's just no way. Maybe like little pockets here and there, but there's no way. I think some of our friends would get it.
Yeah.
From just watching
our parents
and us like be like, oh yeah, seen that happen before. But I think it just serves those niches.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who does them. Who has the
everyone
Netflix?
Always asks if you
want the Netflix
anyone that meets me, they used to ask me, "Oh, have you watched the stand-up?" I'm like, "He's fucking Indian. I'm fucking Iranian. I know we're brown, but like,
no,
why
I'm
would
not
I watch
brown,
this?
bro. I'm olive.
I mean, Aziz is the big one.
He is, but no, was
Aziz.
Ross?
No, not Ross.
Not Ross. What was his name?
I guess we have gone.
I guess he's
begins with an R,
today.
I think.
One of my friends in med school, he was just talking about going to this guy, and I thought he was hilarious too. And this friend always wore like pretty like loud gear. Like he'd buy designer, but not just designer, but make sure the sign's ultra big. And he was like talking up going to see this guy, and I was just like, oh, that's great. You get to go. And he's like, yeah, I'm like right in front. And the day after the show, he comes back. I'm like, hey, how was the show? And he's like, oh, it was great. And then I had to get up and go to the bathroom, and he saw my sequin skull on the back of my shirt, and he was just like, the rest of the stand-up was about me. And he's like, I couldn't get away from it. And he was like, there was at least a good 30 to 40 minutes of him just
heckling,
just cracking on him and who he was as a person and what he was wearing. He was so disappointed. He was just like, I can't believe I did that. I was like, I saw that coming from a mile away. I know what you wear, and if you're
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters.
Yeah.
What did I say? Pete Ross.
You're
Pete
close.
Ross is a pretty Indian ring.
Yeah,
to
he
it.
is. It's not a real Indian name, but like,
Russell
everyone
Peters
would be
isn't
like,
either.
"Oh, have you watched that Russell Peters?" It was either him or that American guy that made fun of the fucking like terrorist. I forget. You like had the puppets and stuff. And I'm like, why would I watch something that's making fun of?
Oh, the ventriloquist?
Yeah, the whatever it was.
Yeah, I couldn't
That was
get
like
into
the
that.
dumbest fucking shit. It was
Jeff
so bad.
Dunham.
Jeff Dunham, yeah. Fucking Jeff Dunham. Have you watched Jeff? I'm like, no. Like, think of like real comedians.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know how that guy got big.
I know.
It's like weird.
It was just horrible. It wasn't even funny. Yeah. Like Russell Peters is funny.
Yeah.
But he's Indian. He's not freaking Iranian.
Or you're off-white.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if
enough.
he's Indian or Pakistani.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
Show me your birth certificate.
It probably says
one of the
Canadian,
most underrated
Indian American.
I always think back to this is Mitch Hedberg, just like the most dry comedy, and his delivery was, poor guy passed away when he was like under 30, but he was like, you got that fancy bread. It's like you open up the first wrap and you take the bread out, and it's still under another wrapping. The dumb lines, almost like Norm Macdonald style, but actually with a little more character than Norm. And one line that's always stayed with me is like, if I were to be anything other than human in life, I would be escalators. because even if I'm broke, I'm still a set of stairs. It's like, I don't know why. It's like burned into my memory. Like it's one of my favorite jokes of all time. Just,
you know what's funny? Like Joe Rogan does like this. What's it? Parks and something, and he has like Shane Gillis, Ari Schaefer, and what's it? Is it Max Norman?
I don't know.
Or Norman. That guy, like, he's pretty much like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
He is Norman in his name. But they're like,
oh yeah, that
a couple of them are on shrooms. Like, I don't know how like Ari Schaefer ended up like being shirtless in the middle of the show. They have like their sunglasses on because they're tripping and they're just like, they're doing a podcast. But it's freaking hilarious. It's like, it's just like this. They're just sitting around.
I gotta watch
it. Yeah.
Is that what we're doing next?
Yeah.
Call Joe. We need mushrooms.
Yeah. They smoke cigars. I'm like, Joe, you're supposed to be like this health freak, and you smoke cigars.
Oh, people
like crazy.
follow all his health advice.
Yeah, smoke cigars, but that probably kills his COVID, so he doesn't need vaccination.
Yeah, that prevents you from having to shove bleach up your butthole.
Yeah.
What do you do? Sir, no, don't do that with my light.
Well, if you cold plunge, it probably gets rid of that bleach in your butthole.
Cigarette smoke was good for COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, you had less likelihood of getting COVID if you smoked cigarettes.
It's like, oh yeah, you want to get in this body? Fuck you, bitch. Wait till you find out what's inside. Some fucking straight nicotine, some tobacco, bunch of fucking additives.
His story,
get over here.
Did you hear his story about like the COVID shot? Because he's never had the COVID shot, but he went to get it, and they told him they ran out, and he was going to get Johnson & Johnson, which is known to cause the blood clots and stuff. So they were handing him out, and he went to get it, and they're like, oh, we don't have any for you right now. So he's like, that was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because he's like, then I researched, and I'm like, what the fuck am I about to do?
My favorite COVID memory, amongst my hundreds and hundreds. No, I'm kidding. Sarah got COVID.
Yeah.
Ari got COVID. And this is when we were on trauma call. So we're working like 100 hours a week. And this is like, everything's still like shut down, but we were working.
Oh, it was like a war zone. In the
ICU. It was a straight up war zone, man.
You're like everyone's in like all these suits, and you're like, should I be walking into this fucking place?
Dude, it was like shortly after I moved here from New Orleans. And in New Orleans, we legit had one of the tents. I was like, they freaking ran out of places to put these tents once they had to move them out of Afghanistan. It was just like, the helicopters are going to start landing on here. But and it was the drive-up testing.
Yeah.
And looked like I was trying to hide E.T. from the FBI.
Yeah.
And go and like just get stabbed in the nose, the thing. And I'm like, yeah, because I hadn't taken any time off. And it was like, again, 80 to 100 hours a week. And I'm like, yes, Sarah got COVID. Ari got COVID. I've been scared to ask for time off. I'm going to get COVID. I'm going to take like 7 to 14 days off. The guy's like, you're negative. I'm like, you kidding me? I've been trying to get COVID for the last 5 days. Like went back negative again. I'm like, no way. There's no way they're testing
That's probably
positive.
because you didn't get the vaccine yet. If
It's
you
all
had
the
the vaccine, you would have been positive.
It's all the other crap in my system fighting off COVID. This is before vaccines.
Yeah.
You probably got COVID before
That's why.
had
If you had the vaccine,
No,
you'd
I
probably
think
get
the
it.
staff I picked up in the hospital fought off the COVID. It's like, nah, not happening here,
because,
buddy.
dude,
seats taken.
I got more COVID after I got my vaccine.
I never got COVID.
And it was
I got
like
pretty sick a
mandated.
couple times.
You never
but
got
I never
COVID?
tested.
I think I got like
I got COVID.
I never
I think
tested
I- no,
positive,
I
but I felt
honestly
like
got
it was
sick.
something like COVID.
Seriously, through like the last 5 years, knock on wood or whatever, I got COVID. I never tested positive for
I
COVID.
probably have COVID right now.
I got sick once.
I probably have COVID right now from my son.
Great. And you got near me?
Yep.
What a
I'm there
dickhead.
for you.
It's
I mean,
good
yeah, I've
I
been
got
sick
the
for like
vaccine
this.
5
I feel
years
better
ago.
now, but
It's good I got
still
the
like,
vaccine 5 years ago. That'll
It's
help
like
me now.
day 5. I'm like, I felt better, and then I'm like, yesterday I felt terrible.
I think we just need a new like rebranding. Like we need COVID 25.
It's probably a
back in 19
virus.
COVID.
That's why I'm sucking down these cough drops.
All right. Why did COVID not get served at the bar?
It was 19.
Because COVID-19.
I think our
Bruce has
shows.
heard that joke before from me like 8 times probably.
I think our pod's done. Yeah.
Someone's done. Yeah. Someone's done. No, you're actually going to have to stay here and shoot
important things
30 extra minutes of filler material for our previous episodes. And we're just going to get a cardboard cutout of
you guys have had you guys have been with guests a bunch.
So Ram, do you do agility workouts?
He used to do functional.
But not now. I think you need to do it more now than ever before.
I know. I need to do a lot more than I do nothing.
Well, you're technically doing it when you run
I know. After Saran, it looks like that brunch.
It's so bad for your body, dude. Oh. My body's falling apart. I need to start.
Dude, everyone that was watching them was like, you're like all of a sudden shooting. I'm like, that needs.
Dude, that's a good way to like judge like NFL prospects instead of doing the reaction tests. It's like being able to get.
And then there's like, why are you going to sleep when he goes to sleep? I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like how?
Because I have to be awake when he's awake.
Yeah, and it's like 9 o'clock right now, and I've been running after that madman.
What time do you usually go to sleep?
When Shy does.
When is that?
Well, it's usually 8:39.
Yeah, I try.
Some nights I stay up a little bit.
I want to stay up, but I can't. I legit can't.
What I do is and the thing is,
we're all night people, right? We all like when we were growing up, we'd fall asleep at like 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like even right now, Pam falls asleep at like goes to bed at midnight, 1 o'clock. But I use that time to lay on the red light mat, which I don't know. I hugely like recommend that because I think it got rid of my back pain and inflammation and like.
What should I be doing for agility training?
Nothing. Just run after Saran.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what we were talking about.
I need to stretch. I know. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like anytime I stop stretching and just like.
Yeah, that's why I bought that whole table. Pam's
exercising.
like, "What the hell are you doing? More gym equipment for the." So
that's why you got to get rid of the row machine.
Yeah.
We should.
He bought something.
I bought the knees over toes guy. It's that I told you on Sunday. I bought the knees over toes so I can do Nordic lunges. Man, that thing, like, you stretch out. I'm like, my quads and.
Do all three of us? Weeks. Do all 3 of us have to show up to the surgery center to get a full out gym?
Yeah. She's like, you're not adding anything else.
I know. Like, that's why
she's like, you're not making it like your office right now. I'm like, we'll put it on top of the round table.
When she mentioned, like, this is where the tonal will go, I was like, whoa, we're getting a tonal? I was like, is that for us or the patients? Yeah. So I love it. I'll support it.
I'm happy about that, too.
And, dude, the red light chamber that I'm going to get is like, going to be...
I'm really happy about the tonal. I'm definitely going to, like, it's great.
All I can picture is him walking into a red light chamber to what's it? Right Said Fred. Is that it? Hit me.
Dude,
hit me with those laser beams.
So that red light bed I sent you, like, it has PMF, it has ozone therapy. Like, you're getting all these.
Does it have anything that works?
All of it does.
The red light hyperbaric itself, too.
Yeah.
I think the red light. I don't know about the PMF.
And our hyperbarics has been off the chain, so we gotta we were thinking of getting a 2-person chamber, but I think if we do 4, it's like you put 3 recliners in there, like we can fire away and people won't feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And you can
blast you with this oxygen.
You can just go chill. The good
like,
part
bro, we got all this oxygen in our clinic. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to keep you young, which it will. Yeah. It's like, we're ready. You come and sign up.
Well, you can go and do your op notes in there. You can do all your work.
It all comes back to
Ruse that is true, huh?
It all comes back
that
to
is pretty ballin'. So, you can actually just sit.
Oh, yeah.
Ruse is going to put the
tonal. You sit and go on a computer. Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, it's like this size.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
It's huge.
Oh, that's really cool.
Ruse is going to put the tonal. It's first hyperbaric
it's bought?
tonal.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No,
that sounds amazing.
Shortly.
That's amazing. sit there on your computer in a hyperbaric chamber. Yeah. That is perfect.
It's gonna have a big TV and like you can put recliners in there.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we're gonna just hang out. We should have the pod in the hyperbaric.
Oh yeah, we could. I think Thing does it.
Yeah,
Brecca does it.
Weren't we talking to Thing about it?
I haven't been back on the pod for like 2 months now. Yeah,
thank God. You're just the filler.
I am. I don't do anything.
We can't get a guest. Who are we gonna call? Anything. Rom, sorry to drag you away from your family. I know you don't want to do this.
I had a 2 month
barely ever add anyways.
Well, I'm just clueless right now.
But you joined me. We're the Grayish crew.
Yeah, I got new Father's Day clothes to look like Rodmere.
Are those Lululemon pants?
It's Vori. That's why I said look like Rodmere. Vori.
We have to balance it out. We can't all dress like Lucky Charms. Like it's just some of us have to be Grinch. I got some new clothes from Issei Miyake.
Yeah,
I spent way too much on it, but
what's that?
Don't worry. No, I got Ashlyn's advice on a couple brands to buy, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, I can't believe I just spent that much."
What is it? A Japanese
it's close.
brand?
It's close.
Oh, I should have sent this reel to you guys. Like, so it's on that that rap guy that I send you, the Jewish rap guy that I send you every once in a while. So he makes fun of all these people that are influencers and stuff. And this one guy's talking about how he used to, and you can tell this guy's just full of bullshit all the time. He's like, he used to go to this Chinese restaurant, and the guy would put the tables away and would teach him kung fu. he's like, who the fuck does that? No one does that. You're not the Karate Kid. We saw that on the Karate Kid. You're not the fucking Karate Kid. He's not Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi doesn't exist. He's in a fucking movie.
Well, if you do that, you can add 20% to the revenue stream. Yeah. Imagine P.F. Chang's turning into a dojo after hours. After everybody has diarrhea, they can hang around and fucking.
Well, you teach them. You teach them
Chinese food, have diarrhea, do some fucking.
Well,
taekwondo.
if you teach them good kung fu, then they can go and catch the dogs for you. So they bring them back so they can kill it.
Being taught?
I don't know. Is it?
I feel like it's just used for generic.
Or they
karate
just teach.
And Disney movies.
You just teach them how to go and catch people's dogs, so they bring them back for your food. So then you got free meat.
Oh my God, that's definitely
cut.
To catch a predator. I think that we're degrading with time and getting more and more racist. But it's cool. Racism is in now. We're with the in crowd.
We're woke.
Freedom.
We're woke.
You got to go woke or go racist. You only have two choices. What are you looking up?
Nothing.
You couldn't wait 5 minutes for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I mean.
He's getting yelled at.
Once every 10 minutes.
Try, let's hit the Gynecomastia.
Gynecomastia?
Yeah.
Tell me about male boobs.
You tell me about your
Do you guys
male
have a
boobs.
story around that? Somebody that came in.
Yeah, they've had.
So gynecomastia is breast development in males. Happens to some people naturally. A lot of people after taking too much testosterone and stuff, unsupervised.
Smoking too much weed.
Weed definitely does it.
Weed gives you male boobs?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you have them.
Some other medications too. A lot of the psych meds do it too.
Yeah.
But
some of it's genetic.
Yeah, so it's split up into 3 grades. Grade 1 is arguably operable. It's pretty much if someone has a problem with it, but those are the quickest cases. Grade 2, you have some. It's arbitrary. It's a subjective classification, and grade 3 requires the biggest surgery. I've actually recently had a couple, 3 patients that have had grade 3, so they end up with the incisions all the way across the bottom of the chest, where the outline of the pecs are, and then you elevate and place the nipple areolar complexes on as a graft.
You know what I've changed? I used to do that just straight across. I've changed to like an L-type incision because that gives you, the scar kind of gives you more of an outline of the pec. So I've changed it to an L-type incision and kind of give them
in the areola.
So you go here and up. So it kind of.
Okay, which grade do you do that?
Grade 3 usually.
Grade 3, yeah. So like
it matters. It matters
too. I've been a little more aggressive with packing more people into my thought process for grade 2 because of the changes with the like Vaser and the Renuvian. You get so much more, especially with the Renuvian, you get so much of that skin tightening where there's people that you thought like if you hollow out, remove that breast tissue, it's going to hang low and look weird. But now like you have an option to tighten the skin after you remove that tissue where like I've been able to do that more to escape that big scar.
Yeah, and it's all dependent on skin quality, right? So if the skin quality permits, you can do it. Some people, their skin quality like will not get them away. But even then, like with some of the grade 2s, you could do like an axillary lift. So you're not exactly removing skin underneath the breast. You're just pulling everything up and repositioning the nipple and removing the excess skin in the axilla. So the scar's hidden even with the removal. With the grade 1s, you usually can do it in the office. It can be caused by multiple different things.
Or just
it's probably the most popular thing we do. We do sometimes 2, 3 in a week. And I sometimes line them up like, 2 or 3 in a day in the office, done under local anesthesia. Patients do great. And one of the things is people are like, I can finally wear T-shirts again. You know, they wouldn't wear T-shirts or even like take their shirts off and stuff at the beach or at the gym and stuff. So it just builds their confidence.
I had a patient in his 70s he had grade 3, so he had the full incision, and I was like, if it's that bothersome, then like he's like, yeah, they don't like it. And like he saw a few other surgeons and went with me because of my charisma. But he got it done, and he's just like, I give all all our patients our phone numbers. So like, oh, if anything comes up, he's like, oh, I'm just concerned about this, but oh man, this is on day 2 where everything's like swollen and bruised. He's like, this is fantastic. He's like, I can't believe I waited this long to do it. And it's like every time you hear that, like, I can't wait. I can't believe I waited this long to get it done, no matter what procedure. It's like that really hits home. Like I feel good about what I'm doing.
I think a lot of it has to do with, like just the information being out there and people knowing, because like people are like, oh, I never knew there was something out there that you could do about it. Like I have it, and I thought my chest, my pec muscles were grown, but it would grow faster than my pec muscles. I have small amount, but like I haven't done anything. Like my skin's pretty bad, so if the tissue gets removed.
If you find it bothersome, if you decide to proceed,
for me, it actually looks
good plastic surgeon for you.
If I could do it on myself, I would do it. Otherwise, I don't trust anyone else.
Yeah.
So with gynecomastia, so like one thing that could be added on, like some people need a little more refinement in their chest. I do quite a bit of liposuction. I liposuction the area out, and then I remove the tissues. And the other thing that could be done is adding some fat back into the pec muscles to make that appear much more youthful and bigger, where it's more masculine, and it helps with the overall like look of the entire procedure. I think fat grafting is a huge tool into the pec muscle. Like,
it's a great option.
Patients out.
Even in the breast overlying it to define the pec muscle. Yeah, you get a lot better definition.
Yeah. Some men I've removed pretty much like 500-600 gram breast off of them. They have full female like breast tissue. It's just genetic wise. Their hormones, especially like obesity. So if you're more obese, you're going to have more estrogen and more likely to produce breasts than if you're someone that's lean. Not that someone that's lean that can't get the breast tissue. Everyone has that breast tissue, but there's something that causes it to develop and get bigger. Like for me, it's probably from me being overweight. Like being younger, between 8 and I forget.
I think it's
like
because you walk like a woman.
16. I was pretty obese when we moved to the U.S. I think the diet.
Your weight's
changed
fluctuated. Big time.
Yeah, like during wrestling season, I would drop 20, 30 pounds and get ripped up, but that wasn't until like I was sophomore in high school where I would drop the weight and then once I entered college, I gained a lot of weight for football, but then I dropped back down in med school.
But you fluctuated between like 190, 200 up to like 3+?
Yeah.
And then back down and back up?
Yeah.
And back down?
Back down, yeah.
So
that's
a lot.
So that's why doing longevity and peptides and stuff to just kind of maintain that weight and build muscle and have the energy and stuff. And I've tried every diet on the planet.
Yeah.
Most recently, I'm on the carnivore diet.
The problem is you can't try all the diets at once.
Yeah.
We always talk to patients like plastic surgery doesn't cure like underlying issues. Like your underlying issues are diet, healthy life. We could probably make you look better, but you're not going to have your ideal outcomes. So matters like if you're overweight and how overweight you are, or like healthy living, like liposuction or tummy tuck is not a weight loss surgery. You're going to get some tissue removed, but it's not to like actually lose weight.
Yeah, and I've changed the way I practice, and it's great to have GLP-1s and tools that we can use to help these patients to get healthier throughout their life, and then you can do something to change their body to gain their confidence. Because like before, when I first started, when you're like, all right, I don't have a BMI limit. I do sort of have one, but like not really, where you totally know like complication rates, everything's going to break apart, or the patient even undergoing anesthesia, it's not safe for them. So those are patients that we don't want to operate on. And then then you're walking the line of like some of these people that you're in there, you're doing a tummy tuck, you're like, all right, like they have so much intra-abdominal fat. You're like, I'm making you a little less round, but is this the right thing for you? And like, I was just getting tired of that. So now I start them on a weight loss journey so we can move on to like, once they have the excess skin, removing that skin, and they're living a healthier lifestyle. They're overall healthier. They're going to have much less complications. They're going to have better aesthetic results, because if we continue down that path, like I was in New York and some of my attendings are like, well, you don't turn them down. You liposuction them like 3-4 times, because it's allowable to like 5 liters per session. And then you do the tummy tuck on them. I'm like, like
it's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. And these people would get it done. And like, there's someone in town that does high BMI patients, but is it the right thing for these patients? It's not. It usually does not lead these people into a path of losing weight. I was actually starting to do a study on that. Yeah, it's you gotta, and it's not by just us. I try to spend time with them and try to describe what they need to do to get into a position to have overall safe surgery and good surgery for them, rather than being like, oh yeah, I'll remove all this fat and you're gonna have less fat.
This before GLP-1s, one study I wanted to do but like couldn't organize the numbers is to see like you still have a decent failure rate for like gastric bypass and stuff, where people regain the weight even if they lose it. But I wanted to see what percentage would keep it off if they had the weight loss surgery and had the removal of the excess skin and follow up. It's obviously like going to be biased because the people are motivated enough to lose that weight to have that surgery to lose the excess skin are probably more motivated to keep that weight off. But I think like just that process.
It's a hit and miss, because I actually started to do that. Not that exact research, but I started doing research on people that we were doing tummy tucks on, because you think about it, you're kind of tightening up the muscles in the midline, and they're going to have increased intra-abdominal pressure. They're going to eat less. We were finding like a lot of patients would stop eating as much, but that goes away within 3-4 months as your muscles relax a little bit and stuff. And, you know, like when we looked at the numbers, there wasn't much of a difference. You know, some people were gaining weight after procedures. Some people were losing weight.
The thing with, especially after massive weight loss, it's your more motivated patients.
Yeah.
Also, if you have some parts with like excess skin, subcutaneous tissue, you're never going to be fully like over that, because it's a part of you, and you're bound to like get back into bad habits. And there was a study a couple months ago in one of the top-notch journals that showed that like once you gain weight, there's a genetic shift in your cells to want to return to the original amount, like your fat cells specifically. So even if you do whatever it is to lose the weight, and that's why probably people have to stay on GLP-1s or like a low dose GLP-1 to maintain, because your body gets shifted genetically to, again, want to gain those fat cells, increase the weight. So the one thing that study didn't do is follow up long term, because I think if you keep that weight off, like let's say like instead of 1 year, like 5 years, the chances you keep it off is like 90% compared to like, oh, if you drop it
your stomach might be paralyzed from the GLP-1s.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I think obviously the longer you live a certain way, have certain habits, the more likely you are to continue.
But like with some of the long-term follow-up with liposuction patients, so like I tell the liposuction, because everyone asks, is like, you know, when I have liposuction, that fat's removed, so it's never going to come back. I'm like, yeah, in those areas that you have liposuction, that fat is reduced, and you're not going to have those fat cells there. On top of it, you're going to have scarring, so it's going to be tough to regain fat in that area. But there's other areas that haven't been liposuctioned, so like if I liposuction your upper thigh, the fat is going to grow on your lower thigh once you gain weight. If you're going to gain weight, it's going to, you know, you're going to gain a little bit in the liposuctioned areas, but the unliposuctioned areas are going to grow tremendously worse than the liposuctioned areas. So overall, these aren't, you know, weight loss surgeries. They're good for like someone that has had weight loss and doing it afterwards, you know, and for best results, you know, being within a certain BMI, you know, BMI less than 30 is perfect, but I usually, you know, 33 is usually my cutoff.
Yeah, 33 to 35.
Yeah.
Or else there's...
I cut it below 35 because
if your BMI over 35, it's you probably have some underlying issue that you need to take care of, that it's not surgery that's going to make you happy. So
you're probably already insulin resistant, which like is already leading down the wrong path. So you need to get on something to control that and like get yourself to a healthier lifestyle, because like it's just not worth the risk of getting blood clots that go to your lung, and you're at much higher risk when you're running a higher
Not
BMI.
just like you're part of a family. You have a lot of people who care about you, and like it's just significantly decreases your risk for heart disease, stroke, like even like Alzheimer's, cancers. So it's not like, it's kind of like just don't be selfish. Like take care of yourself. Don't be selfish, which is weird to say, but that's how it goes.
And you know, there's people that are out there that are against your GLP-1s, you know, even like they're health nuts, but they're against GLP-1s because it's like cheat code for these people. But like, you know, for some of these people, one thing is it's extending their life by controlling their sugars, even if they're eating poorly. But, you know, I think overall they decide to eat less poorly than they would if they weren't taking GLP-1. So
yeah, the studies show that.
Yeah.
Just eat healthier.
Yeah, you know, not everyone can stay away from sugars and processed foods, you know, and like work, stress, like all these things factor in with what they eat. And like for me, you know, I've been pretty regimented on what I eat and stuff. So like I can do that. I stay away from anything processed and sugars, but like your average Joe isn't able to do that.